rope products, and I want to show you today just a few benefits of the Whatnot, and I'm going to start with this, which is a catapult. Now if somebody said to you, what I'd like you to do is hold this catapult by the handle, put a hook in it and pull it away from your face, and then you're not going to do it. Nobody in their right mind is going to do that. Now the problem is, what everybody does every single day is use one of these. This is a bungee cord, metal hooks on it, much more elasticity than the catapult. When these recoil, they're at up to or more than 100 miles an hour. That's 30 times quicker than you can blink. Now a lot of people know, most people know when they're using these, they're dangerous, and they think, well, they're using them because there hasn't been any choice. But whether they think they're going to dodge out of the way of them or whatever, they're not. That hook is in your eye. Where they've done research in Australia, they've actually found that over 500 people a year in Australia alone lose or damage their eyesight through Occy straps or bungee cords as we know them. So please don't use those. People are using them because there hasn't been an alternative, a quick and easy, simple alternative to use rope without, if you can't tie knots. Now, what we've got is the Whatnot. This is the rope that we supply. It's an 8mm floating rope, general use rope, and it's as quick as that to tie and untie. It's all plastic, 100% plastic. Every time you hear it clicks, it locks in position. You press the simple button there and twist it and it's undone. So this is the rope we supply with it, 6 different colours. Done. Undone. Simple as that. Now you can put, if your rope's too long, so there could be an argument, well, I only use a certain length bungee cord. There's 4 lengths of rope tied in a knot, 4 lengths of rope untied. Now it's not just the rope we supply, it'll work on any rope from 3 to 15mm thick. Now this is just a piece of old sash cord. It's a rubbishy piece of sash cord rope. Tied, untied. You've then got some sailors and boaters among you may recognise this, rock climbers may even recognise it. It's called Dyneema. Now Dyneema rope, if you actually tie an ordinary knot in it, it will come undone. So if you can tie knots and you tie an ordinary knot in it, it's a bit like tying a knot in electric cable, it'll undo itself. So you need to use, if you're using Dyneema, they use rock climbing knots. Now you never use the Whatnot for rock climbing, but Dyneema can't use ordinary knots, you can use a Whatnot. This is a piece of rope that I got from wakeboarding, water skiing. Really thin, really slippery, tied up in the Whatnot in seconds. Tied and tied. Sometimes you've got an over length piece of rope and you need to bundle it. So that's a bundle of rope, you're losing that, using this end, using that end, get the bundle out of the way, it's secure, it's not going to flap around all over the place using the Whatnot. What I'm going to show you here is the fact that the Whatnot, meant for rope, open it up completely, put a chain in it. I've now tied a knot in chain, which won't come out. Because it locks in every position, you put it through and then close it up, just enough so the links don't go through, and then you've tied a knot in chain. Then for interior designers maybe, you could be a painter and decorator, a bit of cloth, you want to hang a backdrop, theatre backing, dust sheet under some scaffold to protect some floor, pull the corner through. I've tied a knot in cloth, any old cloth. That could be a sunshade in the garden if we get a decent summer or some more sun. Children want to put, I don't know, a little den in the garden using a sheet and a couple of Whatnots, 4 Whatnots, whatever. There you are, done. Now this is the cheapest polypropylene rope, and I say it works on rope from 3 to 15mm. You've seen a few ropes. This is your cheapest polypropylene rope that you can buy anywhere. 13mm thick, and just put it in there and it's done, tied up and strong, and you just click it and it's undone. The Whatnot is tested, the plastic, tested at plus 120 degrees to minus 50 degrees. It'll never rust, never rot, and it's impervious to the sun. The sun will not touch it. We know that because this plastic is the same as the dashboards in your car, in your vehicle. That is generally black, it's soaking up all that UV. It's changing temperature from hot to cold, cold to hot all the time, and it never goes brittle, never fades. That's the same material. The Whatnot is an amazing product. What we would really love is for people to stop using these. Everybody knows they're dangerous. They are dangerous. As soon as you pull that, it's dangerous. That'll flick off, and it, you know, one 13-year-old lad has actually been killed by one of these because it came back and hit him in the throat, and it crushed his throat, and he died. That's how dangerous they are. One lorry driver was using these, supplied by his employer. Now, if you're a self-employed lorry driver and you're using these, you need to think really hard about it. This lorry driver was employed, and he actually was given these to use. One flick back, took his eye out, so he can no longer drive, and he sued that company for £600,000, and he won the case because the company or him. And if you're self-employed and using these, you really need to think about that, because you're not going to be able to sue anybody for any money. It's down to you. Now, this is a very harsh statement, but it's the truth and it's fact. The Whatnots never rust, never rot, work on any rope, chain, cloth, everything else. Really just you know, it's an amazing device. Thank you.